Hello everyone, me Phone here, and I'm Son of Beast. As you all know, that the season of the NBA is officially done for the year. Now it's time to step into the postseason and get started for the NBA playoffs on 2K Sports. Who will be heading to the championship game of the conference, and in the NBA Finals? Find out once this game starts here in the first round. Let's get started on 2K Sports. Hello everyone, Son of Beast here, and welcome back to another NBA Playoffs, and I'm MePhone4. Well, it's been great having you with us here today for tonight's game, as right now we got the Celtics and the Heat. Right now they're playing back again in Miami. And yes, as for the Boston Celtics, they have already maintained this way for the goal. They have now a 3-0 series in the game. This could be a win or go home for Miami Heat. This is their chance to get the win. If they don't, then the Boston Celtics will move on to the next round to face against the winning team in between the Brooklyn Nets and the Philadelphia 76ers. Right now, you will see the next game here for the Sixers and the Nets, as right now they'll be playing back at Barclays Center after the game of the Nuggets and the Timberwolves. You'll find out when the next game comes by. And right now, let's send you over to Miami Arena, as right now standing by will be Kevin Harlan and their crew, along with David Aldridge. We'll be back with the halftime show, and we'll keep you from here to get the next game coming up. See you all later, folks.
And getting mentally prepared to compete. You see the focus. You feel the energy. These guys are ready to go. Thanks for joining our Tuesday night broadcast of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. Also joining us from the sidelines, David Aldridge. D.A., take it away.
Thank you very much. Guys, as always, the Heat have some scrappers on their team. Kyle Lowry says, nobody's like, I have to do this or it has to be this certain way. Jobs can be switched. Positions can be flipped. No matter what, just go out there and play hard. We figure it out. Kevin, back to you.
Yeah, they're smart enough to do that, and it's all about the results as always. Thank you, D.A. And now the opening lineup for Boston.
The key matchups in between Jason Tatum and Jimmy Butler. Small forward positions.
And it's Smart in at the 1. And for Miami, the wing set for him, Hero and Butler. Bam Adebayo is out there with Martin, and it's Lowry in at the point guard. And Doris, this Celtics team, very young. How are they doing it?
In consecutive drafts, they drafted 2 talented and elite two-way players. That's Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. And so, yes, both guys are young, as is the entire core, but the fact is they've matured together, they've had deep playoff runs, and they remain dangerous.
Outside Butler. Lowry against Smart. Lowry passes to Adebayo. Lowry kicks to Hero. Just 5 on the clock. On deep three-point range. The shot by Adebayo, no good. Smart deciding where to go with it. Pass to Horford. Williams for 3. The shot.
Robert Williams for 3.
Well, this is an example of the court awareness we talked about with Al Horford. This guy's a very willing passer.
Back to Lowry. And play stops.
Offensive foul for Miami Heat. Tyler Morgan. This first personal foul. First team foul. Boston ball.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when the legal screen is set.
Jason Tatum for 3.
From the moment he entered the league,
Assisted by Marcus Smart.
Three-point shooter, huge asset for his team.
Martin wide open, blue foul. His 3 pointers off the mark. Boston's gone 2-2 from 3-point range here in the first quarter. Brown finds Williams. This ball moved by Boston. Smart passes to Tatum.
Jason Tatum.
And now a 3-point play chance.
Miami foul, number 16, Callum Martin.
Jason Tatum
His
is
second
a
personal
leaper.
foul,
This guy willing to
second
take
team foul.
punishment on his way to the cup.
On the line for Boston, Jason Tatum. He's one.
Conference finals.
GA, think about what a hard-fought series that was. It went the distance to 7 games for Tatum. An incredible test and growing opportunity. To me, that's part of the preparation this guy has received to becoming that franchise player. Jason Tatum continues to emerge, guys, as one of the most elite players on both ends. We know on the offensive end he's a dangerous 3-level scorer. He's also capable of locking you up defensively.
Now, Hero. Here's Love. And the call.
Boston foul, number 44, Robert Williams. His first personal foul, first team
He's
foul.
got a lot of years left.
Out of line for Miami Heat,
Coming off
Kevin Love. He's taking 2
a
shots.
bench weapon with that green light, and he's got that light to let it fly with that shot.
That free throw good from Love.
See, I think you have to respect the versatility of Kevin Love, guys. This guy can shoot it from anywhere. He rebounds at a high level. Everything you'd want in a big man in today's NBA, Kevin Love provides.
Good on both.
And winning has become more consistent in Miami than ever. Jimmy Butler was acquired, made it all the way to the finals in his first year, and have steadily won games each season.
Now, here's Horford. Inside. Here's Williams. A shot.
Robert
On the
Williams.
assist by Horford.
Assist from
Williams has got
Al
5 points
Horford.
so far.
Showing that aggressive nature. Williams competes hard, doesn't back down, and he'll let his opponent know he's not afraid of the contact.
Miami no good on that time either. And with the Heat, GA, they've been a consistent force in the Eastern Conference.
Kevin, lots of talent up and down that roster, from stars like Butler and all the way down to the role players. This is just a solid team.
Jason
2
Tatum.
points, that one goes.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip. And guys are making their shots. That's critical.
And you love seeing that great mobile 1 drive a second time.
And putting that pressure on the rim. That's what it's all about. Threatening with that attack.
Here's Adebayo. Jason Tatum picking up that last basket. Shot clock at 6. And it's sent back by Horford.
Well, this guy is a consistent shot blocking threat. Now Horford twice on the pipes.
Brown finds Williams.
Robert Williams.
7 points for
Assist
Williams.
from
And
Jalen Brown.
this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching
Timeout, Heat.
right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game. And Marcus Smart, GA, the very definition of a guy you love on your team, but hate to play against.
Yeah. And teams that go deep need that sort of presence. Smart is more than just an agitator, though. Great player who anyone would want to play alongside.
Well, as you can see right now, Marcus Smart has definitely got us a great context for the game. He knows he's talked to his head coach here with Joe Mazzulla. He's got a great attention on him. And maintaining his run is definitely what the precision is. When you play with a team, you just got to go for the right shot. Yeah, it's definitely that true, to be honest. To be honest, same exact thing. You just got to make that one a good call. Even though that Joe Mazzulla has to tell Smart, make a right precision to get this thing done. And because you know it, because they need that one. They have a smarter rule to try to maintain its goal. That's the key to make it successful. And for Eric Spoelstra, on the other side right now, he's the head coach for the Miami Heat. He's definitely got a great one to take him from here. Yeah, exactly true. Got a lot of them to take over it and put it around again. Now we go back over to Kevin Harlan. Kevin, all for you.
Austin on D. Adebayo kicks to Love. Butler passes to Lowry. Puts it up. A shot, no good. So the Celtics will take it the other way. Outside, Horford. Brown outside. And it's off from three-point range. The Heat trail by 13. Butler deciding where to go with it. Into the lane.
Out of bounds. Heat ball.
Miami will retain possession. And we have to take another glance at that powerful rejection.
And making a statement right away, letting them know they won't get any easy ones when he's around.
New substitution for Miami Heat. Number 4, Victor Oladipo.
5 on the clock. Here's Butler. Butler can't get that one to fall.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Brown dishes to Horford.
2 minutes. Ball game in first period.
Brown against Oldie. And it's Brown missing.
His defense so valuable. Not many can bother that shot at the rim.
Boy, you see the effort, you see the range. This guy prides himself in his ability to shut you down.
Now here's Lowry after Jaylen Brown's miss.
I'll tell you, most of the time this guy's going to finish that, but that was tremendous defense that prohibits him from completing the play.
And that one is good.
Well, is this from Jaylen Brown?
Of the game, he keeps his head moving, his eyes open, so he can spot the open man.
And one thing that stands out about this Celtics unit is their defensive ability. And they've got a lot of skill on that end of the court.
Now here's Adebayo. He's been pitching so far, nothing on the scoreboard yet. They need this. And it's sent back by Horford. And he's able to get it back. Walked again. There's 49 seconds left in the first quarter. Passes it to Williams. Brown dishes to Horford.
Al Horford.
And he's got a free throw.
Miami foul. Number 13, Bam Adebayo. His second personal foul. First team foul.
And he's got his first
Out
chance.
shooting Rossi. Al
So far this
Horford
season,
shooting
he's been average
1.
at best at the line, only 71% as a shooter.
Here's what Miami's going with right now. Duncan Robinson, he's checked in for Bam Adebayo. Max Strus comes in for Victor Oladipo. And Vincent subbed in for Kyle Lowry.
Yeah, you can see the play right over there. He's bumped out. That was tough. Yeah, it was very that close call because I had looked at a replay of it. He was bumping out Bam Adebayo. That was a close one of a game. Now he was able to make that successful more count. And because of that one here for Al Horford, he didn't get his intentional offensive foul. That was a hard one to maintain in this goal, and that pressure keeps on coming. Once the play resumes, it's 37.6 seconds to go. Back to Kevin Harlan.
Free throw drops for Al Horford.
Well, Al Horford, one of the most respected veterans in this league. Why? Well, he's unselfish.
Timeout Heat.
He's about team first.
Timeout called the Heat.
And no doubt, coach wants them to shore up their interior defense.
I think right now they're giving up way too many easy looks. That is a recipe for disaster.
The NBA playoffs on 2K Sports is brought to you by Adidas, Ruffles, the official chip of the NBA, and by State Farm. Call or get a free quote today at 1-800-STATE-FARM. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Man, the Celtics right now, and I gotta say right now, Clover is definitely doing this her lucky luck moment to let her team move on to the next round. Yeah, exactly true. I think it looks like its second round could be the Sixers and the Celtics. They once stood up each other here since 2020 of the NBA playoffs. They met each other here during the COVID year of the pandemic. I think they're going to do this one again. You think so? Yeah, I think so. I think it's going to happen again. Well, we'll see how this one goes. We go back to Kevin Harlan. As right now the score extension is 20-2 in the first quarter.
We've got 33 seconds left to play in the first quarter. The end of the drought. It's
Max Struz! 3! Bang! Vincent!
pass to Horford. White looking around. Brogdon outside. Good.
McCollum Brogdon.
Set it up.
You can see Malcolm Brogdon has the ability to score from all three levels. In the paint, from three, or right there going to the mid-range game.
Here's Cruz. Second chance shot. And the block shot.
That's the end of the first quarter. Where the score, Miami Heat 5 at Boston Celtics 22.
Has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And don't go away. We'll be right back.
Awesome moment out there for the home team to visiting team. We'll be right back after this.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in a second. And for the Celtics here, they've been putting on a show, guys.
They just came into this game with the mindset of sharing the basketball.
When you keep everyone involved at the offensive end, it keeps everyone engaged in other areas as well.
Great Father Time is undefeated, and every player has to make the decision when it's time to retire. How big a factor was age for you?
Well, you don't want to leave anything on the table, but your body will tell you when it's time. I know that was the case for me.
On the floor for Boston. Up at the forward spots, it's Tatum and Horford. Brogdon out there with Derek White. And it's Williams.
Boston foul, number 0, Jason Tatum. His first personal foul, first team foul.
Malcolm Brogdon.
On the line for Miami Heat, Duncan Robinson. 2 shots.
4 years and got your master's in your 5th year. Are you sure you want to be an NBA player? It seems as if you're black, you can't be both educated and a sportsman. But it's not disheartening. It's a chance for me to break the mold. Kevin?
Thanks, D.A. And he can't get the first one.
New substitution for the Boston Celtics, Daniel Hauser.
And Hero.
And for the Heat, number 14,
also making a change.
Tyler
Hauser's
Hero.
in.
And Bam Adebayo, number 13.
He hits the second from the line. And of course, one of the league's longest tenured coaches, GA, is Eric Spoelstra. And he's having a Hall of Fame level career.
And you look at the ground he broke when he was first hired. Not only young, Spo was the first Asian American head coach in any of the 4 major North American sports leagues. He worked his way up from video coordinator.
The Heat trail by 16. Outside Hero. to Robinson. Rebound by Williams. And so it's Williams who brings it up for the Boston Celtics. Brogdon finds Horford. Nice ball movement by Boston. 6 to shoot. Here's Williams. Miami grabs the miss. Adebayo's got 5 rebounds tonight. Both loose. Now, here's Brogdon. To the paint. White.
Derek White.
And the Celtics.
Assist by Al
It's
Horford.
been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Now, here is Robinson. Martin kicks to Hero. Off target from three-point range.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Al
By
Horford.
Horford.
Assist by
Pleasure to watch.
Robert
Goes
Williams.
to work, does all the right things, and that time gets an easy dunk.
Vincent the pass to Hero. Robinson with it. On the top of the key. Rebounded by Hauser.
And if that's the best look you can get on a possession, what a waste of a trip down the floor.
Well, missed opportunities, and they can certainly add up. You cannot afford to take that kind of shot.
Now, here's Brogdon.
Macomb Brogdon.
Is the most we've seen.
I'll tell you, it's one thing to do this at home, another to do it in a hostile environment.
Boy, just sheer dominance, the ability to step into enemy territory and flat out take over. This is impressive.
Hero, no good.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play. And even when the stats aren't there, Horford still just finds a way to have an impact on the game.
Al is such a high IQ player, right, GA? He always puts himself in the right position. He's an exceptional defender. He's cross-positionally able on the defensive end. He can space the floor as a three-point shooter. You can put him at the 4 or 5 spots. So valuable.
No good on the 3. Celtics leading by 22. To the inside. And White kicks to Horford. He's looking for Williams and finds him. Yep.
Robert Williams.
Williams has got 9.
You know, still a raw talent, but Williams does have a reliable inside game that continues to get better.
And a great job to get that angle and a tremendous drive.
And that finish
Timeout
the
heat.
whole game. They have a big lead due to execution on drives just like that.
Timeout called the Heat.
And you gotta appreciate how much Robert Williams just gets after it on defense.
You really do, because he wants to block every single shot that goes up. He hits the glass now with a level of aggression after being challenged by his coaching staff. And goodness, his teammates love his energy.
The NBA playoffs on 2K Sports is brought to you by your local Kia dealers. In the moment that inspires. AT&T 5G. Fast, reliable, and secure. And by Adidas. We're nearing down the end of the first half, so coming up after the game for the first half, we have a halftime show. As right now, Irving Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jetsmith will be reporting here for the first half of the highlight for the recap. And as for this game, they will be doing this one here on their own, and we will be here for the post-game show. Yep, so we'll keep you guys tuned on here just in case as we get this thing finished. Back to you, Kevin.
And some changes here for the Celtics. And here are the Heat now.
Now for the substitution for Miami Heat. Kyle Lowry,
With it
Victor Oladipo, and
to
Kevin
the left wing.
Love.
And here's Love with 3. Here's Oladipo.
2 minutes.
Dropped.
Ball game in second period.
Muscala kicks to Williams. Mike Muscala. Good.
Mike Muscala.
Assist for Williams.
Assist
Muscala's
from
got his first 2
Grant
points of the game.
Williams.
And they repeatedly rolled inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Jimmy Butler from Victor Oladipo.
And so it's Smart. He'll bring up the ball for the Celtics. In the second quarter, they've given up just 3 points. Here's Williams. And the
Grant Williams.
3-point play chance.
Miami foul, Jimmy Butler. His first personal foul.
About the way they're playing right now.
First team foul. At the line for the Celtics, Grant Williams.
The offense
Shooting
is humming along.
1.
They're putting in the effort to distance themselves.
That's good from Williams. For Grant Williams, Doris, he made a giant leap during his 3rd season. In your estimation, why?
Well, it's interesting, Kevin. It could be any number of things, but remember, for the 2019 draft picks like a Grant Williams, the first 2 years of their careers had major interruptions in the NBA schedule. 21-22, year 3, first normal schedule for these guys.
Now, here's Brown. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. From deep. And the whistle blows. It's gonna be-
Boston foul. Number 41, Mike Muscala. His first personal foul. First team foul. Miami ball.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And Oladipo kicks to Butler. Here's Strus. That 3 off the mark. Boston's gone over 2 from deep here in the center. Pass to Tatum. Over Love. Misses off the left iron. Heat on offense. Outside Butler.
Jimmy Butler.
Butler on the throwdown.
Brown dishes to Smart. Williams has it to Porter.
Grant Williams. That's the end of the first half. Miami Heat 10 and Boston Celtics 37.
That is a way to fire him up, fire up the team. What a tremendous play.
And so it's Houston. Only go on with a 27-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, guys. Here with Jason Tatum. You have been rolling early. How did you get in that rhythm?
Just aggressive. Just continue to get in the gym and see something go in. It feels good to see him go in early. So good to just have a good start. Hopefully keep it up.
Yeah, it was flowing great in that first half, Jay. Thanks very much. Back to you guys.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3. It's the
All right, let's have those guys up. All for you.
Hey again, everybody. So far, a pretty lopsided game, but still one half to play. I'm Ernie Johnson, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Things were going Boston's way from the beginning. They opened up the game knocking down shots and defending extremely well, going on a blazing 15-2 run. Everything went their way in the first quarter. They were up by 18. Then in quarter number 2, it was all hands on deck, and what a show it was. Quality execution, good efficiency, some tremendous defensive play helped them take a decisive advantage, and they're running away with this one. And taking a look at the Celtics, Kenny, what did you see?
Down in the paint, they're doing everything, like seeking out high percentage looks. So far, the defense hasn't had any answer. And we'll see if those adjustments that they're making
Jack, let's get your insight on Miami.
I know teams love to rely on the threes, but you gotta know when to get away. They didn't. At
least 12 the first half. Hopefully they're making the adjustment. Sometimes teams just get stuck with it.
That about wraps it up. Time now for the second half of the game. We go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
All right, thank you guys so much. Irvin Johnson, Kenny Jetsmith, and Shaquille. Let's go back over to Kevin Harlan. See you all later.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. At the guard spots, Lowry and Hero. Caleb Martin out there with Bam Adebayo. And it's Butler in at the small forward position. So that's who Eric Spoelstra starts the second half with. Smart misses.
Well, guys, you think about the Boston Celtics, and obviously the offense is driven by the two J's.
Tyler Hero!
Starts with their wing play.
And a long wind-up and strong follow-through on the one-hand jam.
Out of bounds. Heat ball.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
And that's a block right there. He swats that ball away with some energy.
And a block like that sends a message. One that says, we're not giving up this lead.
Indoors with Tatum and Brown, if they aren't scoring, they're creating for others.
Jimmy Butler! Three!
As release points, as guys who can take some pressure off in terms of the scoring load. And listen, neither guy is finishing through it.
Lowry deciding where to go with it here. Hero, no good. Boston leading by 22. Here's Smart. A shot's got
Marcus
to
Smart.
play.
Assist from
Brown's got
Jaylen Brown.
with that last one here tonight. He'd have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Looked it up for Adebayo. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop.
Marcus Smart.
Smart's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Well, this is the aspect of Tatum's game that is most improving, the ability to manipulate defenses and find an open teammate.
Oh, what an impressive dribble drive. That replay brought to you by Mobile One.
And it's plays like that, Kevin, that show you why they are so far ahead. Didn't settle for anything outside and went right to the rim.
Now Smart, after Tyler Hero's three-pointer that didn't go. And that one
Miami foul. Number 13, Bam Adebayo. His second personal foul. First team foul.
Show up, I think, sometimes, Doris.
At a line for Boston.
Shoot after the game.
Marcus Smart.
And in fact, Kevin,
Two.
different teams have different defensive metrics trying to measure that impact. All you have to do, though, with Marcus Smart is watch the guy work on that end. The way he tracks the play, the way he anticipates, just the energy he brings on the defensive end changes the equation.
First one falls for.
And you know what I love is Marcus Smart just continues to improve. We know he's a powerful athletic guard, but he wants to keep building different aspects of his game.
And so, Smart nails both of them. Miami's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break.
Timeout.
Timeout called by Miami.
Trying to snap them out of this little slump.
Just feels like the basket is looking awfully small to them right now. They're having a hard time getting anything to fall.
Looks like that extension run is going to be a very hard one to take it over again, because right now Boston Celtics might go for the shutout win in the series of 4-0. They could be heading on to the next round. Well, of course they do. Because of that one, they are very that hard, and tremendous what this game is. Because at that point, Boston Celtics have a higher ranging over the Miami Heat with a score since the Eastern Conference Finals of the game. They've won in Game 7 against Miami Heat. That was a hard one, and they have ever played it like that before. And speaking of which one here, who do you think will go this time? I would probably say Miami Heat going to be a very hard one to try to keep it going, but I'm going to go for Boston Celtics to move up to the next one in the Eastern Conference Finals. And then, if they make it that far, they will head into the NBA Finals. Well, we'll have to keep our fingers crossed right now because this one's a tough one to match it up. And we know, we may have to find out who will it be. Absolutely. That's going to be a hard one to go by. We'll see how this one goes. All right, Kevin.
And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Here's Adebayo. Williams with the block.
The reach of Williams is outstanding. He uses it to perfection to deny shooters.
Back to Tatum. Again, the miss by the Celtics. For Miami, they've gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter.
Tyler Hero! 3!
Williams up on top. It's stolen by Adebayo. Lowry finds Hero. Here's Butler.
Jimmy Butler!
That's right. A great
Throw by Lowry with the assist.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
Now here's Smart, and it's Lowry with the rebound. Outside, Hero. Keep moving the ball around. Williams with the
Out of bounds.
It's out of
Feet
bounds.
ball.
They say it was last touched by Williams.
Substitution for the Boston Celtics. Number 42, Al Horford. And number 1.
Also changing it up.
And number 9, Derek White. And number 11, Brandon Pritchard.
In for Smart.
New substitution for Miami Heat. Number 2, Gillen Vincent. And number 55, Duncan Robinson.
Outside, Martin. And stolen by White. 2 on 1 as they jump out on the break. Robinson with the block. Third quarter action in just under 3.5 minutes are gone. Down low and stolen by Tatum. And here we go with Horford running up the court. And
Jason Tatum.
by Tatum.
This from Al Horford.
Rise above the defense and lead, no doubt.
Here's Vincent. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Outside, Robinson. It's Martin on the wing. Guarded by Tatum. Rob. Right wing.
2 minutes. Ball game in third period.
It's White on the wing. That shot, no good. And Miami the other way now. Hero on the wing. Lets it go with a 3. Again, the miss by the Heat.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Derek White.
Good.
For 3.
On the catch and shoot game, Derek White very assertive, ready to react.
Vincent the pass to Robinson. Again, the miss by the Heat. For Boston, they've gone somewhat so far 4-10 on their shots in the second half.
Brandon Pritchard.
Counts.
And even with the big lead, he remains focused on the task at hand.
That is the competitiveness he brings to the table. Every night you're going to get great effort from him.
Here's Hero with the 3.
Tyler Hero. 3.
He'll take that shot whenever possible.
Horford kicks to White. The shot
Derek White.
on the assist by Horford.
Assist. Al Horford.
Assist number 8 here in this one already. Outside Robinson. And
Duncan Robinson.
Playing with
3. I'm out. Celtics.
Well, we know how Tyler Hero's a bucket, but still lots of room for growth. Last season, the sixth man of the year winner. He really did struggle though in the postseason.
Close game and could be in between. The next one could be it. We'll be right back after this. Right now, back in the game, as we have the look of in between, that Boston have already made the extension lead in this game. They are just trying to keep this thing on the loose. Yeah, and you know that because of this part of the game was very interesting to how the matchups in between. You see how higher ratings are just turning out. The higher chances are just putting up a responsive to take the attacks. Very tough now to maintain its goal, and because of the Boston Celtics, they're really on a fast break here. Thanks to Jason Tatum, Al Horford, and Robert Williams. They've already been blocking the shots out of it. Yep, definitely true. As we catch you with 36.7 seconds, we send you back to Kevin Harlan and with the crew. Right now, the play continues, almost the end of the third quarter. Let's bring it back over to them, guys.
With some changes, Love checked in for Martin. Max Strus comes in for Tyler Hero. And it's Victor Oladipo in for Gabe Benson. Now, here's Brogdon. White, left side.
Derek White.
White's got 7 points here in this quarter.
Pretty dime there, the kind of ball movement coaches love to see.
Passes to Strus. Pass to Robinson. Beyond the arc. Rebound Boston. Now Brogdon. Pass to Hauser. Over Robinson.
And that's it, the third quarter. With the Miami score, Miami Heat 26 and Boston Celtics 54.
We'll be back in no time at the start of the fourth quarter.
One more quarter to go. Be back after this.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. And here's Oladipo. He'll bring it up for the Heat. On the floor for Boston. We got Malcolm Brogdon.
Kevin Love!
Smart on the wing. Outside Williams. Brogdon outside. Back to Williams. 4 on the shot clock. And he uses
Grant Williams.
It feels like Malcolm Brogdon with every repetition turns that passing from excellent to elite.
And another great look at the 2K drive. Stolen by Brogdon. Pass to Smart. Back to Brogdon. Good. And
Home Brogdon. This is from Marcus Smart.
And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for Boston.
And they've shown great focus on defensively, putting
Kevin Love!
disrupted in terms of what they've done defensively.
From Victor Oladipo.
Tenacity they've shown on the defensive end has been something else. Look at how many blocks they've tallied thus far.
Here's Smart after the Heat pickup 2. Outside Williams. Here's Muscala. It's tipped, and he gets it back. Here's Hauser. Misses the 3. And the Heat shooting about 26% out there. They need to get a better look. And Robinson wide open. He shoots. Oh, good with the triple. Boston's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Brogdon the pass to Williams. Back to Brogdon. Nice ball movement by Boston.
McCall Brogdon.
You have to appreciate this about Malcolm Brogdon. There's a level of physicality he brings to the guard position. Nice finish through contact.
Now, here's Oladipo.
Boston foul. Number 57. Mike Muscala. His second personal foul. First team foul. On the line for the Heat, Victor Oladipo. 2.
The first free throw is good.
New substitution for the Miami Heat.
Is a combo guard, meaning he can play the 1 and the 2. What I like is how impressive his overall
Number
game
44,
is and the
Cody's up.
fearlessness with which he plays.
And number 2,
Here's what Miami
Aaron
is doing
Vincent.
right now. Zeller, he's checked in
And
for
number
Rob.
31,
And Vincent
Max
second for
Strus.
Robinson. And then for Boston, Luke Cornett comes in for Muscala. And it's Pritchard in for Smart. For Boston, they've gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Right side, Williams. That shot, no good. Lahey have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Vincent the pass to Zeller. And he
Boston foul number 30. So, his first personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for the Heat, Cody Zeller. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. Boston making a switch here. Griffin's checked in.
New substitution for Boston Celtics. Number 93, Blake Griffin. And for the Miami Heat, number 5, Nicholas Jovic.
So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. Boston's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Pass to Hauser. Shoots from 12. Zeller grabs the board.
Boy, against so little defensive pressure, you have to convert that.
Kept alive. It's in it. And the rebound.
Charles Yurtseven.
Bucket right there.
Just it's easy to say, this guy wanted it more, creating the second chance opportunity and passing in.
The pass to Pritchard. Here's Hauser. Brogdon outside. Pocket 6. Boston. No good that time either.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Bruce. Not going to go that time. So the Celtics will take it the other way. Here's Brogdon. And the basket. He's got a chance here.
Miami foul number 31, Max Strus. His first personal foul.
Balance and strength
First,
of Malcolm
third team
Brogdon.
foul.
Give him the end one.
Shooting for Boston. Brogdon.
Small.
Shooting
Malcolm Brogdon joined it back in 2019.
Well, consider the active players who have done it. It's Malcolm, as you just said, Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving, and Steph Curry. I would say that's pretty good company. And if you look all time, the rest on the list are a bunch of Hall of Famers.
That free throw good from Brogdon.
Malcolm Brogdon has proven more than capable of producing at a high level on the offensive end, both as a scorer and as a passer. And we know he is a quality defensive player. Great positioning, great intellect. He's a true two-way force.
Now Tatum, after Tyler Hero's three-pointer that didn't go. Butler against Tatum.
2 minutes. Ball game. Fourth period.
Boston needs to get off a shot. Here's Brown. Good.
Jaylen Brown.
Picking up the assist. Brown's got his first basket of the night.
How confident is Jaylen Brown in his nice handle, the dribble drive through traffic, really nice.
The shot by Butler, nobody around. Again, the miss by the Heat. And it's Williams with the ball for the Celtics. Outside Tatum. It's stolen by Adebayo. Butler with the ball. Ogden picks him up.
And one team is just completely outclassing.
And this
Jimmy
was
Butler.
one that never really was in doubt. I thought an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that in men. They just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Horford.
This guy putting on a passing clinic. If you want to know how to run an offense, roll back the tape from this evening.
Now Horford, after Tyler Hero's three-pointer that didn't go. And they
McCollum ball game.
But the truth is, they've had control of this game.
And I couldn't agree more. What makes it that much more impressive, they're doing it on the road.
Tyler Hero!
But to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. The trade gets it.
Tyler Hero! Timeout, Boston! From Jimmy Butler.
Now a timeout called by Boston. They're up by 22. 15 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Guys, what do you think?
And they've got this one just about wrapped up.
It's not completely over, and they know that. But if they carry out their game plan, they should be golden.
We'll catch you here for the next game as we have the Nets and the Sixers. This could be the next game, as right now the shutout could be a win for the Boston Celtics, beating the Miami Heat. And that could be it for the ending of the night. And the Sixers might have a chance to take a win or go to Game 5 back in Philadelphia. Well, the close one is called the neck. Because of that one, it's a very hard one to try to stay in focus. The inbound was nowhere to go. All that happens is to be the one other part of a game that has to really set up with the picks. They have to start going in between the series at the point. They've got to get this done. Now, let's present the New Balance Player of the Game. Kevin?
And now, let's present our New Balance Player of the Game, Marcus Smart.
And he's had a very good night shooting the basketball. A little over 50% from the field. And a lot of those shots have come against some tight D. That shows the level of his focus and consistency.
I don't think anyone in this building saw this coming. I'm sure that of the players who these fans thought would beat them, his name was not at the top of the list. And here's Griffin. And it's good.
Blake
to
Griffin.
points.
Well, Blake Griffin understands
That's his
how to
fault.
score through tough
Right.
contest.
Push it.
Excellent finish inside.
And that's the end of the game.
Boston easily grabbing
Your
the
final
spot.
score for
This
today's
one was
tonight's
over
game.
well before the
Boston
buzzer.
69 and Miami Heat 45.
But they never got it.
They sure did. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much, Al. You guys do it as a five-man unit on the floor. How did you come together for this win?
Just technical shots on offense, getting stops on defense. We challenge every shot. Just play hard tonight.
Great effort and a big win, Al. Congrats. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up for Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long and good night, everyone.
All right there, Kevin Harlan. Thank you very much. And for this part of the game, it is down to the end. Right now, the Boston Celtics, the lucky look, Clover, you're moving on to the second round. Yeah, I have a little separate message to say that for part of the last year season of this one was turning out to be one of the better successful reigns here for the Boston Celtics for making it all the way to the NBA Finals. But I give it for her. She was eliminated here on April, the part of the day that had already happened here before the NBA playoffs began. And you know, this was the only separation that we all have to learn from each other's. And we always give a good separation between the range of the celebration, a good night to the Miami Heat, and also see them next season. Yeah, definitely true. We also know Boston Celtics might be able to find a next opponent if it's in between the Sixers or the Nets. We'll have to find out who will win the game, and that'll be Game 4 coming up soon for later then. For the final statistics, here's how they did. 57% here for the field goals for the Celtics, 35% for Miami Heat. Then it was the free throws in between the 6 and 6, but a very close range in between. Fast break points, 12 points in the game for Boston Celtics. 9 points in paint was Boston Celtics again. They were doing a very, very hard but sure. Second chance points was 2 for Miami Heat. Bench points was 37. 29 assists, 10 offensive rebounds for Miami Heat, and 29 defensive rebounds for Boston Celtics. 6 steals for the Celtics. 7 blocks here for Boston Celtics. Then 11 points off. That was only Boston. Regaining 4 team fouls and 4 dunks for Miami Heat. Biggest lead was 30, and time of possession for the Celtics was 12:33. Yeah, you can definitely tell that Boston Celtics were a very popular Asian team. They were looking for another win to make the playoffs and go right towards the Eastern Conference Finals, because their next opponent is going to be a rough one to find out. But right now, they had their win and they're moving on to the second round. So as we're being said, it's time to close it off. 3-star players of the game are on the line. Take it away, Son of Beast. Alright, thank you very much. Right now, for the first star player of this game, we are giving a start off to one of the better of the players. And it does seem to be a little bit tricky in between, but the range goes with the tough one, Jason Tatum. He only received 10 points, 6 rebounds, 2 assists, very good pass and effective, and only steal, and just a block that he had made a rejection of the call and tried to take away from the opponents to an ultimate steal. He only made 1 dunk with the 1 arm and slam it right for the head. 14 performance run was his total game of the inbound. Let's take it over for the next ones. Beat phone? Alright, thank you so much. The next player goes to McCollum Brogdon. Without playing the Pacers, he is now playing with the Boston Celtics. 13 points, 3 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal, and only 15 performance run. Never made a 3-pointers. That's only he has a field goal percentage of his range, and it was a hard one to determine of how they're going to get that one successful. Now, for the 1-star player, for our number 1 star, as we come down to the final one for the Heat. Who do you have? Well, I have to say it's going to be a very tricky range, but it all comes down to a bye-bye for the Heat. As for Tyler Hero, he received 17 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists. He only made 1 dunk performance run and 25 performance of his game. 1 dunk of his run effort. Really hard, but he made 5 3-pointers at the line. Very great job for that run, and he's doing really well. We'll see the Heat next season to get better at it. That will be the next one to keep your eyes on the peel. And right now, thank you all for watching for this part of the Celtics and the Heat. If you're tuning with us here for the Sixers and Nets, it's coming up later. As right now, we will have a few moments here as we will switch things up. As right now, we will have another commentary that will be starting things off for the pregame show, as we will have a next one on the board. And for Brian Anderson, right, coming down to Brooklyn to get ready for Game 4. And with me and Son of Beast. Thanks for joining with us, and peace out, everyone. For a while as the NBA playoffs on 2K Sports Style. See you all next time. Have a good night in Vice City of Miami and the bleed green of Boston Celtics.
If you don't, somebody will.